Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Danny or Arsnl here, and I'm back with another upload. Gotta make the weekly upload, man. I know I missed last week a bit. My fault. You know, with school and work starting, I'm trying to find the best time to upload, and trying to find some time for me as well. You can't just, dedicate my whole life to this yet, because, I gotta do other stuff, but I always try my best to make time for you guys and upload a video. And I'm sorry if I'm late a week or something, but I'm gonna try to at least keep it consistent. And yeah, that's my rant for the beginning of the video. In today's video, guys, I'm gonna go over things you need to know before making your slasher build. And I know with a lot of people asking these questions, and I'm gonna try my best to answer them for you. Actually, there was a subscriber of mine that was commenting on one of my videos last week, and he was mentioning all the caps for a pure slasher, and what weight would be best and what height. And shout out to him. I'm gonna leave his channel in the description. I'm also gonna put it up on the screen here, the comments of what he found out. And this is him going into 2K labs and seeing the stats and the caps, and what Wingspan does to it, and weight and all that. So shout out to him. Weight is probably one of the more important things you got to keep in mind this year when making your slash. I've seen a lot of people commenting on my videos saying that their slasher can't dunk, their slasher is going up with a lot of layups. Why can't my slasher get contact dunks? All he does is lay it up. Weight is probably the biggest issue of yours, because then I ask them, what's your weight? And they give me 200 pounds, 210 pounds. That's too light. If you're a slasher, you can't be that light and expect to dunk on somebody. And the crazy thing is, it shouldn't be that way, but it just is. 2K has got into their head that you have to be X amount of weight in order to get a contact dunk, and it shouldn't be that way, but that's how it is this year. So in my opinion, when you're making your slasher, try to reach for 225 to 240. You could go 250, but 250 at that point, you're making your character very slow. Try to aim between those weights when you're making your slasher. See the caps, see the stats, and that's the best advice I can give you on weight. That's the reason why you're not getting contact dunks that often. So most importantly, make your weight the #1 priority. Do not make the mistake of making them super light, because getting contact dunks will be very, very rare. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is the badges that your player gets. A lot of shot creating slashers get gold posterizer and gold relentless. I think some get relentless Hall of Fame, I'm not sure, but it's really a big advantage if you have Hall of Fame posterizer as opposed to gold posterizer. We've come to the conclusion that gold posterizer is nice, but you still have a high chance of bricking contact dunks on people. Hall of Fame really does make a difference. So if you're going into Park with silver and gold badges, expect to catch a body or two with the gold, but with the silver, you're not going to get any contact dunks. The animation is very rare. You'll probably get it with your takeover badge, but as far as, having it silver, 2K just won't give you the contact dunk that you want 90% of the time. It's just how they made the game this year. It's very unfortunate, because it's all like a lie at this point. They make you think that you're gonna be booming on people, but to keep it simple, if you have gold posterizer, a high contact dunk rating, or Hall of Fame posterizer, you should be good at the Park. 86 and up seems to be the best window for contact dunks to go in, so make sure that your player is able to at least get an 86 contact dunk. This goes for shooting guards, small forwards, and the really rare point guards, but that's that with badges. Another common question I see in my videos is, should I make him a shooting guard or a small forward? Now this is tricky, because the shooting guard slashers, especially if you're a pure slasher, are actually really good. They're fast, they could drive the lane a lot quicker, and in my opinion, if you're gonna do comp, I would use that build, or even a shot creating slasher at the 2 is actually really good balanced build. Obviously if you're a pure slasher, it's not balanced, but the shooting guard gets better shooting badges, and you get a buff in your shooting. It's not much, but it's better than the small forward shooting. So that's the one thing I would tell you guys about making a shooting guard over a small forward. Now, as far as making a small forward, I found out that the small forward, you obviously can get more weight to you. You can bring it up from 235 to 240. You get more contact dunks. You go to 240, 245-ish. Like I said, don't go 250 or higher. You're just shooting yourself in the foot. 240 seems to be the ideal weight for me. 235 to 240 on a small forward. As far as the small forward goes, the only difference is a couple of badges. And in my opinion, I found out that the small forward actually gets more contact dunks than the shooting guard. Because as of right now, my small forward is getting a lot more bodies than my shooting guard. But the thing is, with my shooting guard, it has a lot more speed and I can get faster dunks at the rim. That's the only advantage it has over the small forward. But that's why I always tell people to use the shooting guard if you want to play competitively, or, you know, for sure want to get a win. Because the small forward obviously is going to lack the speed, and it also doesn't shoot as well, but it's more of a chance at getting more contact dunks than the shooting guard. But like I said, it's all personal preference. As far as wingspan goes, I lowered mine by 1. Someone asked me in the comments, does max wingspan help you get better contact dunks? No, it does not. The wingspan, obviously, if you check the stats when you're making your player, does not affect your contact dunk. The only thing it affects is your shot contests, your steals, and your contested shots. But other than that, it shouldn't affect your contact dunks. And if it does secretly, then 2K, you know, it wouldn't be the first time they do this to us. But there's no reason for you to have longer arms other than the fact that you'll get more blocks. I personally went down 1 from the normal wingspan just so I could get a 76 ball control, and you know, eventually when I cap out my ball handling, I'll get around an 86 with my takeover, which means I'll be able to speed boost with them. That's the only reason why I lowered my wingspan by 1. I recommend just leaving it as is. If you want to be more of a defensive threat, yeah, make them longer, but at the cost that you won't be shooting as well as you should be, especially on a pure slasher with it being already trash this year. You wouldn't help it with long arms. As far as height goes, 6'6" to 6'8" seems to be the best height to be around when you're a slasher. I've seen some people in my comments also mention, should they be 6'9" to 6'11"? Personally, I've never used a tall slasher, or at least one that tall. Hey man, if you're good with it, go ahead and use it. If you know how to use the build, use it. There's no better build anymore. Like, if you think about it, in this year's game, all builds are pretty much equal. Everybody could shoot any given, like, if somebody has dime, or anybody could shoot. If you're a slasher, anybody can get layups, contact layups to go. I've seen shot creators make a lot of contact layups just like a slasher. So at this point in time, it's just personal preference. You know, it just depends more on your play style than anything. And the biggest thing to draw from all this, man, is pure slashers are mostly builds that you're going to use for fun. They're not a really competitive build. If you wanted to really make a competitive build, you'd make a shot creating slasher. The shot creating slasher is very balanced. You can still dunk, you can still lay it up in contact, you could shoot the midi, you could shoot the 3 a lot more efficient. So if you're looking for a build that's going to be more competitive and you want to win a lot of games, and one you can rely on the most, shot creating slasher is definitely the way to go. Pure slashers, like I said, more of a fun build that you're going to go to the park with, a build that you just want to use to get contact dunks, you know, get these crazy animations. This is the builds you want to make. And I'm just here to tell you guys what builds are the most effective in doing that, so you don't go and waste $50 on like a shot creating slasher that's 6'4", or like a 6'5" pure slasher. You're gonna get bodied out there. You have to be a certain weight and a certain height in order to get some really good contact. Shooting guards, I recommend getting your Hall of Fame badges first, and then going into park to see how it feels, because I know in my career, when I was using my shooting guard, I wasn't really getting contact dunks until I got gold. So make sure you have Hall of Fame. With my small forward, I was getting contact dunks with silver. And like I said, this is all dependent on weight. So make sure if you're a shooting guard, get the badges up. And if you're a small forward, the badges are only going to help you that much more. I hope this video broke down and answered a lot of questions for you guys. And if you have more, don't be afraid to comment. I'll definitely try to answer all of them. And yeah, I have another mixtape coming out hopefully this week. I'm in editing right now, and I'm trying to find time out of the day to edit the video and make it look somewhat nice for you guys and not just 50 it, you know. But anyways, leave a like. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been your boy Arsnl, and I'm out. Deuces.